Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and back with not another breakdown, but another live show, the BigJive MMA Show, coming to you hot on a Wednesday night. We got no UFC this Saturday, so what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's going on with this White House card. We got a little Dana White action saying that they're starting to match make a little bit. We'll recap how last week went. We'll hit some chats. We got a little Ask Away segment from 3PC that we can go over as well. We didn't want to leave you without a show because there's no UFC. I mean, come on. We got to give a little bit to the people. So here we are. Thank you for joining us tonight. BP, how we doing, brother?
Doing great. I'm glad, we were going to take a week off initially, and Hayden hit me up a few days ago. I was like, let's just do it. We got some momentum right now. We're still gelling. This is our fourth show together. Had to do it for the boys. Had to do it for ourselves, more importantly. And what I want to do right now is Hayden and I want to get your opinion on the chat. So everyone knows that listen to my podcast, I had a pretty fire intro with my guy, Griff. Griff, unfortunately, got held up. He couldn't do this. He had some situations going on, but he let his friend do an intro for us. It's pretty good. I still might go back to Griff when he gets that stuff cleared up, but I need to play it for you right now. We were going to start the top of the show with it, but I want to get the boys' vibes. I want to see what they think. Let's make sure this gets through. Here we go.
Hey, BigJive MMA Show. It's time to place your bet. UFC, yes indeed. Ain't a show as hot as this. Hey, Jive, big gun.
Hang on a second. Let me do one thing because
Killed the vibe.
I'm sorry, brother. All right, here we go. Okay. Because that wasn't coming through my mixer. So here, now we're gonna hear it in high def. Full audio, full fucking in your face. Don't fail me now. And it's failing me. Tech woes.
Hey,
there we go.
BigJive MMA Show. It's time to place your bet. UFC, yes indeed. Ain't a show as hot as this. Hey, Jive, big gun. Time to empty the clip. Hey, what you know about Sicko Parlay? Stay tuned, never know what they gonna say. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, boys. I think that might be the new intro right there. I told Griff's buddy, I think his name's Kibo. I want to sound like that new T.I. song. You know, that new T.I. song that let him know back in 06, your boy was a hip-hop head. And, man, that new T.I. hits me. I'm an old fart. I'm an old man. What's up, William Robbins? So, yeah, that's going to be the new intro. We're going to get some video stuff when we start making more content. That's why we're here, babe. So, you guys are the best.
It's only episode number 4. Remember that? Richard Sherman, bro. I'll never forget. Whenever somebody says number 4, I always think of him.
Either 4?
Yeah, that was after what? Tom Brady threw like 4 interceptions or something. I don't know. I forget, but always remember that. All right, boys. We got Russ in the chat. Iron Turtle or Edmund? Wow. We got a little fight announcement, I guess. Dixon Sider, my mod. Shout out to Dixon, always in the chat. He's here on time today. Appreciate that, brother. Edmund Shabazian will fight Jun Young Park at UFC Vegas 115 on April 4th. I'm going to go ahead and say Jun Young Park takes it. Rounds 2-3. But I wouldn't be shocked if Edmund finished him or won the first 2, you know? You are muted, brother. Unless I'm muted. Can anyone hear BP? I can't hear you, bro. No, they can't hear you either. Dude. The whole intro. Nothing. BP muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Okay.
What's going on with that?
I don't know, dude. I told you, whole new set. I'm discombobulated right now.
Now there's an echo.
Motherfucking bitch. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? You do the show. I'm gonna do two things real quick. Keep doing the show. I'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna hit these chats. You wanna yourself? If you can mute, he can't hear me now. We're just trying to deal with the freaking echo. BP. Yeah, echo boys. Dude, you're looking like Ian Parker out here. You can't hear that though. BP back with the echo. Yeah, he got an echo. I don't think it's me. Oh, he's changing his mic now, so no echo. Good. Dog chewed up his cable. Dixon, I almost took you off of moderator status because showing up late last week was not a good look, brother. But you're back now. You were here early. You showed up early this time, so I'm going to let it slide. It's a good thing to get in the habit of doing is showing up early, Dixon, okay? Brian Parker. You hear me, BP? No, he's not plugged in yet. Ian Parker versus BP White House co-main. All right, boys, we're going to talk about the White House. We're going to recap how we did on UFC Vegas 113. We each got 6 fights lined up. You're muted, BP, if you're trying to talk.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You got me?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
No, I don't have your audio though.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Disaster, my guy. This is all on me. 100% on me.
The parlay I got, JJ. What is the parlay? Segula money line, Kong money line, Souza money line, Jacoby money line, Mihal money line. Damn. I wonder how much you got paid out on that, brother. That's a good hit. Check the chat earlier. Got you. No echo. Bro is back. He is back, but I don't think BP can hear us.
Bro's
Hear
back.
me.
I'm back, but I got no audio on your end. I'm going to come back in.
Okay. I'm going to go main screen. We'll see if BP can come back in. Come back like Leon versus Usman. Jive going to have to go full Anik on his ass. Dude, I'm going to have to start losing my shit. I'm in fucking last place. Biggest losing streak of the world ever seen. Dude, I've been cold too. I've been real fucking cold. Everything that could go wrong. It's been going wrong. It's been going wrong. Chidi and Jokawani line just got nuked, did it? What is it at now? Can't be that bad. BigJive's audio to headline the White House. Dude, this is crazy. His audio was fine. I think the song might have messed it up. Oh my God, it did. Chidi and Jokawani line did get nuked. Wow. Down to plus 112. $2,300 to my biggest hit by a long margin. Attaboy. Probably didn't have to put much on it either to get you to 2300.
I think I got you. Do you got me?
I got you.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We're going handheld for a little bit here. Until I figure I got to get this on the stand. Man, what a disaster. I told you I'm getting all this new equipment in, and it all came late. And I had enough time to set it up. So luckily I had this old standby. So we're rocking, bro.
He said he thinks that's a sign. It can't be the intro.
What can't be the intro? What do you mean? We got to restart, or you don't like the song? What are you talking about?
Because I'm pretty sure like that you played the audio for the song.
Yeah.
That it messed up the
fucked everything up.
Yeah.
It might have. Dude, it fucking might have.
How do we get that chat on the bottom?
I don't know. Did I do that?
You must have. I don't think I did.
Dude, I'm falling apart, Aiden. Let's get to the show, man. I'm gonna keep fucking things up.
This is like when your audio was off, I said, what are you, Ian Parker in here? What's going on?
Bro, I know. That is so funny. He's getting so much shit, and here I am. What's funny is like no, I have no excuse. People that have been with me for a while know I have a tech ghost. They know your boy's struggling in that department. So yeah, it happens. Shit.
All right, well, we got the live chat on the screen. I'm not trying to get that off, but hopefully you guys like it. You can see it. Technology 10-7 round one, dude. This is rough.
This is so funny. Yeah, how do you get rid of that? That's funny. All right, chat's on the screen.
On the screen. It's on the screen.
It's on the screen now.
All right, let's recap how we did last week. Empty the clip, BP.
Let's go.
How was the empty the clip?
I believe we failed miserably, and I still will do that bet.
We'll get him next time.
I still will do that bet any day of the week. I still have no idea how that went. The way it went, it's unbelievable. Shout out to Marc-Andre Barriot. I mean, I thought the guy was done. I thought he was borderline a corpse. But no, I mean, Michal Olszewski, I mean, he fought good or whatever, and he definitely had moments, but what are we doing? Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Couldn't do it. I mean, I thought Barriot went in there trying not to get finished round one, which was like probably a good game plan, right? Probably a good game plan, but Olszewski hung around in there. Made it to decision. Look at that. Hey, Jives. Empty the clip. Kyoji Horiguchi brought it home.
To bring me my money.
Yeah,
even though I didn't cash in on him because I had him tied to the fight to not start, the fight to not start round 3 in the Donchenko Morono fight. I had that in a parlay, and Keith Peterson didn't want to stop the fight. Didn't want to stop the fight in round 1 when Alex Morono was nearly dead.
He's fighting a corpse.
A corpse there, and the corpse made it the full distance, which was pretty wild. But we cashed the empty the clip. That's 2 out of 3 on the year. And we cashed the 3-punch parlay.
Hey, yo.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Sozo's a big hit. I was not on Souza. I backed her because of you.
Well, I wasn't on Jacoby or Bautista. So at least they won, and at least that means the 3-punch parlay hit. And now that means the 3-punch parlay is 1 and 2 on the year, but that's a plus 316 hit. The 3-punch parlay is profitable in 2020.
Let's fucking go.
I know some people tailed it. A lot of people in 3PC tailed it. So
I tailed it. I had a nice weekend. Besides this, the 10-1. Oh, that's my long shot though. Listen, guys. Let me real quick. This is the perfect spot to bring this up. Okay, I promise every podcast I'm on, I'm not going to talk about the woes with the Yannick and Florian podcast. Right? I'm seeing all the comments. It's amazing. It's incredible. There are some haters out there though. There are some guys in the comments that are chirping me. I love the haters. I love when people chirp me. I deserve it. Right? I got chirped from the Nico Price pick. I get that, but I can take I have thick skin. You can bust me all you want, but I can't ignore the facts, right? So people were speculating why I was on the show anymore. And 2 guys were like, oh, because his picks suck. His picks are trash. He's the worst handicapper ever. I was on that show for 4 years, 4 seasons of the Main Event Challenge. I went 3-1, right? I lost last year to Kenny. It was the only time I lost, okay? And my mom died January 26th, excuse me. So am I using the dead mom pass? You bet your ass, okay? I had a bad year last year. I lost my mother, cut me some slack. Big time this year. But the reason I got dropped is because my picks are trash was false because I was 3-1. Secondly, if that was the case, then why the fuck they got Ian Parker on there? You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say. But the comments are much appreciated. You guys are the best. And it makes me laugh. And Ray Longo's the best too. We had a nice phone call last week, and he stuck up for your boy on the show this week. So, but I just want to get out there. I wanted to. My ego wouldn't let me let that one slide. I'm 3-1 against Kenny. Okay, he has a couple bottles broken over his head. That was our bet. All right.
Kenny's actually not terrible. Like for a lot of these like fighters or ex-fighters that are like trying to give their picks or make bets or whatever. Usually so bad, but Kenny's actually not terrible. Like he's pretty decent.
He would make good money if he gambled. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't actually put money down and bet at all. If he did, he would be very, very good. But yeah, he's not a gambling man.
I like that he's not afraid to take the up and comer.
Yeah,
because a lot of fighters and ex-fighters always go with like the veteran. They're like,
sure,
veteran's gonna win. Like there's no way, you know. But Kenny's not. Kenny can go for that underdog that a lot of people are counting out.
Yeah, I mean, I fall into that trap. I have taken bets over, underdogs. That's just that's just me.
Ken Flo got that crypto. Well, that crypto ain't looking good right now, boys. You know, I checked my crypto wallet the other day, and I was hurting. I said, "Wow, yeah, that money that I had stashed away in Bitcoin is significantly less than the last time I checked it." So, hopefully, Kenny's got fun crypto money. Yeah, Kenny is a legit capper. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Kenny was on Bitcoin when it was like $2,000 or something like that a coin or whatever. He's been on it for a long time.
I bet. Let's check out my sicko parlay. Started off 1-0, and then Katlyn Souza decided that she was going to hug. Yeah,
you were close, dude.
Dude, I don't understand what was her game plan.
Like, Souza, what are you doing?
I mean, probably the worst game plan that she could have went in there with, and she still won the fight, which is kind of wild to me. But she actually had an opportunity to finish the fight, but she went, I feel sorry for you, Bruna. I'm gonna hug you up against the cage.
Yeah.
So she did. I don't know what the fuck she was doing, honestly, because she kept literally just holding her up against the cage, not even looking for takedowns, and then they would separate them, and then they would go back to striking, and Souza's like clipping her, punched her in the eye, and Bruna can't see, and then she just hugs her. I'm like, dude, what are we doing, bro? I mean, I expected more from the lesbian, bro. The Butch. Yeah. I thought the Butch would go on there.
She's got power. She had Bruna on some jelly legs a few times. And then every time you think she would step on the gas to get that finish, she didn't, and it's like, oof. But yeah, listen, Bruno by finish, or Souza by finish, I took. Oleksky owned her. Obviously, that was my empty to clip. I mean, listen, you were right there hitting that. I mean, the Wang over 1.5 was very impressive. She almost lost that fight, dude. I tweeted this out. If Moore would have got that submission, because I had Moore by submission 10-1, I would have on this show, my hair would have been platinum blonde. I would have dyed it just like Mora. And then someone goes, "You kind of low key look like Mora." And I said, "I low key take that as a compliment."
On the show last week, you said she looked like a French bulldog.
Yeah, I guess I kind of look like a French bulldog. You know what's so funny? I don't think I look like many people. Like, I don't have like a celebrity doppelganger much. There was a guy in American Idol years ago that my father-in-law thought I looked exactly like. But there's a dude I went to high school with who was like the grossest dude ever. He failed. Like, literally, like, he was supposed to graduate in 04. I graduated in 05. He's supposed to graduate with the class of 04. I don't think he graduated till like 07, right? Skateboarder, I mean, just gross dude. And people say we looked alike. And it fucking every time, I don't get my feelings hurt much. But when they said I looked like that dude, it fucking knife to the goddamn chest.
You know who I get?
Who?
Recently.
Okay.
My wife said I looked like this person.
Okay.
And my friends that we watch UFC with also kind of agreed. Bro's not Eunice, bro.
Bro's not
Eunice.
I mean, I haven't seen you. I got to see you in person, maybe, but I don't see it right now.
I got the buzz cut, so like we're both buzz cut brothers and sisters.
I kind of, who you remind me of a little bit just from watching right now, a better looking, more athletic version of the dude that hosts the Hot One show, Sean Evans. Have you ever seen Hot Ones, the Hot Chicken Wing show?
But I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, it's a mix between him and like kind of like Justin Timberlake a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think more younger in shape version of Sean Evans, who listen, good looking guy. He's a good looking cat. Very successful.
I'll drive Eunice. I got Marvin Vittori a lot when I had hair because I had a little bit of a comb over.
Maybe because of the skin tone you have, right? Maybe I don't know. I
also get Ian Gary quite a bit as well. Which
I don't see the Ian Gary at all.
Great. Hey, John B,
did you see the release job? Yeah, I did see that. The Bachelorette Javed. Surprised because he dug deep for that win. But a lot of these releases, I mean, they have a lot of people on the roster, and I think they're making some cuts because the White House card's going to cost $100 million or whatever the fuck. So maybe they're making necessary cuts and not really, they're going to fucking negotiate. Paul Hughes by Lazy Bed. That's really good. You do look like
Paul Hughes. I get that one more than anything. Like
Lazy Bed. Of course, Lazy Bed knows exactly who you look like. That is unbelievable. Yeah. Paul Hughes. Yeah, Ian Gary, no.
About Javid, I think it's very clear with the UFC. Like, if you're not putting on entertaining fights, they don't need you, bro. They will let you go. It doesn't matter if you're winning. because at the end of the day, the dude was 4-2 and 1 no contest, and he's a solid fighter. Like, and Renat Fakhretdinov was 6-0,
Yeah,
6-0-1, and they let him go. But Tai Tuivasa on a 6-fight losing streak. Why?
Because he's entertaining. He drinks fucking beers out of shoes. The Renat Fakhretdinov one, I've heard rumors and rumblings that was more of a he wanted a certain number, and they're like, no. And he went, okay, we'll see you.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need him. They don't need him. Go over to PFL. I got a whole Russian league over there, bro.
Right, yeah, all they have is fucking Russians over there.
That's all they got.
That's all they got. I watched the PFL last week, the one in Dubai, and every fight was Khabib cornered every fucking fighter. It seemed like.
Pretty much.
Crazy.
They show up to Dubai and they just got Russian after Russian after Russian. Yeah. And it probably makes it easier on them because they can all just travel in one pack, show up to the fight.
Yeah, they all probably stay. I mean, we've seen the hot tub picture. They probably all stay in one room, share the same fucking bed, toothbrush, everything. Who knows what they do? You know, they're close.
Save that coin. Save that coin.
Yep.
All right, boys. Let's actually go over this first. BP, how'd you do on picks last week?
I did good. I'm 7. I got a 7 hot shot. I think I'm ahead of you, bro.
I did pretty bad. I didn't do great.
Oh no, you're ahead of me. I got what?
This is just from last week.
Oh, this is last week's. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 7 fight. I'm 13th. There you go. Almost top 10. Yeah, I guess 7-fight win streak. I ended the card really, really well, and it helped my wallet as well. Heath 11-1.
11-1. What was the one? Can I see which one he got wrong? I don't know if I can see that, but 11-1. Yeah. I wonder which one he got wrong. Heath, please let me know which one you got wrong. But
Heath's a good dude. Heath is he's been around for a while.
Una's in the top 3 again.
Yeah,
he was the top 3 last.
Where did Trindaddy go? My boy Trini fell off. He had a lot of people had a rough week. Oh, he didn't fall that far, did he?
Well, this is just from last week.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, 9-4. Okay. I mean,
9-4.
It's not like he went, 2-7 like James. Sorry, guys. Sorry to Jay Mace. 2-7. You got to tighten up, brother. You got to tighten up.
Overall, Luna's kicking ass, man. Luna is just absolutely ripping it right now.
Stud.
29-7, 8 fights in a row with the W.
Trinidad, still top 10. Okay. Trent's still top 10.
I'm in the negatives.
Oh, we're really close though, bro. Look at us now. Last week I was damn near the bottom. Now I'm 2 away from you.
I did forget to put in 2 picks, the Javid fight, and the Nico Price fight because they got switched up.
Right. I think the Javid Basharat fight I didn't put in either because Giovanni stepped up. I don't think because when I did my picks, I don't think Giovanni was on there yet, so I didn't pick that fight either.
Well, this week the 5 picks are open for UFC Houston for next week, not this Saturday, but next week.
Good card, boys.
And it's going to be a big contest going on for UFC Houston. Got to let you boys know. Next week, biggest fight picking contest ever, or at least anything that I've ever seen. So get your picks in. Sign up to 3punchcombo.com. There's a link down in the description below if you're not already. You can get a free month with BigJive. Or if you don't want to use BigJive and get a free month, you can just sign up for free. And you'll also be able to get access to the fight picking, and you'll be entered to win this biggest contest ever. We got to keep it on the DL because these are going to be some pretty big stakes that are going on with this fight picking contest. But we'll have that announcement for you next week. We just want to tease it to you guys. Get a little bit of tease out there. We got something big cooking up with 3PC for the fight picking contest coming in UFC Houston. What is that? The 21st, February 21st.
Yes, sir.
It was in shambles, bro. Let's go, lads.
Let's suck the teeth.
Yeah. I'm down. Absolutely.
I've never turned down the suck some titties. Check the records, bro.
I was gonna put him in. I backed out. Thank God. Couldn't believe that performance. What are they talking about? Javid.
Well, listen. No one can be ashamed of ever
talking about Messiah, bro.
Okay. No one can be ashamed of picking a fight. I was on Nico Price. Not only was on Nico Price, it was in a parlay, right? And now listen, Venchernikov. I still think that guy's a bum, right? But Nico Price was knocked out standing up for a good 5 punches still. Like, he didn't go down. Like, that was a bad bet. I share that on Twitter because I don't run away from my mistakes. I don't run away from my bets. And there are people who are like this one guy who's been defending me in the Anakin Florian chat goes, BP, buddy, that's not good. I'm like, I know, dude. Fucking know it.
I mean, I saw the vision, you know? You can see the vision. Vertanikov should be a favorite over
He
like
won one UFC win, you know, and Nico is, you know, I don't know. It was a bad pick. And we all have bad picks. We'll rebound from that.
Yeah. Just like my Julius Walker pick, right?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good first round and he stopped wrestling. I don't know why.
That's the thing. It's like the first round, it looked exactly like how I thought it could go, and then he stopped wrestling in round 2.
Just stop wrestling.
Yeah, you're gonna
Julius.
get knocked out, bro. You're gonna get knocked out. And
What
then
are you doing, Julius?
main event, you know, Vinicius Oliveira goes out there with a broken fucking arm, you know.
And apparently he broke it 51 days ago.
Yeah,
like,
couldn't train. Dude,
you had plenty of time to get a replacement. 51 days, the UFC's not gonna be mad at you.
Yeah.
That's ego. That's a guy that thinks he can beat anybody. I think he got humbled, and I think he's in the wrong weight class, but he did not look good. Poor Nico spent longer kissing his son because Kabaddi didn't engage. Yes, he did. Yeah. And it is 7. Okay. I literally thought he had I thought he was Phillip Rivers. I thought he had like 11 or 12.
Julius was a deer in the headlights. Yeah. I mean, he's just not a very good striker, but
he's not. And it's a big step in competition. And the game plan was just, he abandoned it quick. Yeah. And I think maybe he thought maybe I'm getting tired. Somebody strike this round. Bad idea when you go in against.
When he started picking him up in round 1, I'm like, dude, you're gonna gas. You're gonna gas picking him up, and
a lot of lifts. A lot of lifts.
All right, what do you say, BP? Should build this.
Look, I mean, can we take a minute, chat, and look at this fucking these two guys right here? I know it's AI or AI generated. But I'm gonna need to start wearing suits, brother. I haven't worn a suit since the last wedding I went to. And I got the American flag pin and everything. I mean, that just looks right, dude. That just looks right. UFC, if you want this on your screen, I mean, Hayden's all patriotic. I mean, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing not putting on TV?
I kind of got a vision now. I'm like, I got to get an American flag suit with an American flag cowboy hat and pull up to the White House for the White House card.
Yes. And this is a great White House card chat. And when we get to the 3PC chat later that I posted, it did get a little political, which isn't really my area of expertise, but we'll do the best we can. We'll navigate those waters.
Okay. All right. BP's UFC White House card. So essentially what I've heard, we got 6 fights. Mm-hmm. They're not going to do a big card. They got 6 fights. Apparently, you know, some people were saying there's going to be 6 title fights. I don't believe that's going to happen. So we got a main event and a co-main event, and then we got 4 other bouts, as many title fights as you want. BP, first fight of the night. He's saying UFC debut against Mick Parkin.
1776, baby. America. You have the hottest heavyweight prospect anywhere in MMA. This guy is it. Why not sign him? Put him on the White House card. Promote the fuck out of him because heavyweight's basically dead. Give him an Englishman that he can absolutely style on, whether it's on the feet or on the ground, a ranked Englishman. Immediately get him in the rankings. Because Gabe Stevenson, listen, this guy failed in the NFL, but he never played football before. He just thought he was so goddamn athletic, he can do anything. Failed in WWE because he doesn't have a big personality. You don't need that in MMA, bub. All you need to do is go out there and knock fools out and look fucking great doing it. This dude's a freak athlete. You throw him on there. Mick Parkin makes it on the White House card just because he's ranked and he's English. America versus England, bro. Okay, that's history, Russ. That's history. Michael Chandler. Fuck Michael Chandler. Man, he's retired 10 years ago.
Mick Parkin at the White House, man.
Yeah, I mean, brother. Honestly, I almost put Walter Walker there, but I like Walter, and I don't want to see Walter Walker get steamed. And I almost put up your boy Josh Hokett because that's the matchup you want. You want Stevenson Hokett. You're like, yo, Hokett's a better athlete. I think Mick Parkin, he's ranked in the top 15. Promote the balls off Stevenson. I mean, imagine how jealous the rest of the UFC card would be if this debutant who's got 5 fights shows up. Oh my God. And you know he's getting a bag.
I'd be pissed, dude.
The minute I sent this to you, I'm like, a lot of people are going to disagree with it. I get it. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, imagine if you've been on the roster for X amount of years and you're like, this dude gets the White, because everyone wants to go in the White House, regardless of your political beliefs. It's going to be the biggest card ever. Someone in the chat did say that I look like a chubby lesbian in this picture. I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. It was a very good insult, though. I strongly disagree. I think I look like a fucking handsome, thick boy. Yeah, there you go. Adam Mueller got me. Strongly disagree. But I mean, again, blue is usually not a color I wear a lot, but I'm gonna have to start wearing it because I think I look goddamn good. But yeah, Gabe Stevenson parking, kick the night off.
I fucking hate it.
I mean, listen, you got John Jones's protege, you got the Olympic gold medalist, you got Mr. America steamrolling a fucking Englishman.
Fucking UFC fight. You're gonna throw him on the White House card.
That's how you build a star, bro. That's how you build. That's what they used to do back in the day. They would feed these young up and coming guys, these old guys, right? I almost put Derek Lewis too. I
would say at least do that. If you're gonna put Abel Stevenson on the card, give him somebody that actually.
I can live with Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, though, I mean, the guy, guys, he's corpse status right now. I mean, the guy's cooked, right? He might get a couple more knockouts, but he's cooked. Let's go to the next fight because people love it. Yeah, I mean, how could you not like this? Strikers delight. Two different opposite style strikers. You got Carlos Pratis, who is very loose Muay Thai, kind of a little bit of a karate in there. Then you got Jack Della, who's just a solid boxer, touches the body really, really well. Head high, body, head body. And then the head movements there. I don't think wrestling's going to be a part of this. I know this fight might happen. I think there's heard rumblings that it might happen on 328 or something, or an event later. I love this fight, though. Strikers delight. There's no way it's going to be a boring fight. You got to put in front of the White House. I know they're not American. People are going to be a little upset that neither of these guys are American. We got Australian, we got a Brazilian. People want Americans. But I think this is going to be one of the better fights you could put together if you're the UFC, and I think they know that.
It is a great fight. I wouldn't be mad if it's on the White House card. Because at the end of the day, you don't got to see an American possibly lose, and you're going to get a great fight. So, I mean, I'm down.
And then this won't take away from the American before him, Gabe Stevenson, that dominates. People are still going to be riding high on his domination that they're like, okay, we need a minute before we reach for another American. That's, because Gabe Stevenson's going to light the world on fire.
I like it. Number 3.
Sugar Sean. This is a fight I've wanted for a while. Another strikers delight. I'm a very big. I like striking. That's my base. And I think both these guys have been circling around it for a fucking while. And I think they're very similarly built. I think their striking is a little bit different. I think Sandhagen is a little more fluid. I think O'Malley, right at his current. God damn, people. I thought I looked like a fucking stud. I'm getting lesbian chirps, bro. I love Sugar Sean though, and I love Corey Sandhagen. I think they need to fight. I don't think either. I think Sugar is not interested in this. I think he literally he'll wait for the winner of Jan and Marab if they fight again. Like, he won't take this fight after him just getting back on the win, but he needs to. This is a dynamite fight. I think.
I like it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
no, I don't think so either.
Then you got Topuria and Sarukian.
I do.
Now, BP, before I say anything.
Yeah.
This is the White House card, right?
I do.
And
I do.
You think Dana White would trust Arman Sarukian on the White House card?
I don't. So when you asked me to do this, I got home. I immediately went to my computer and I was thinking, this is a fight I want to see. It's probably not for the White House, right? Topuria Gaethje is probably going to be for the White House. I'm not, Gaethje just won. I just think in terms of who deserves, I think Sarukian is, he's grown on me. He's been doing media rounds, and I think he's like unintentionally funny. Yes, he fucked up. He pulled out of a fight and whatnot, but Sarukian Topuria is going to be the fight. And I don't think it's going to happen. I think Topuria beats Justin. He's going to want Islam, and he's out. I think he's done. He wants to go boxing. Him and Shakur Stevens are talking shit to each other. So I would love, this is just a complete wish list, but yeah, putting a Sarukian on here is tough sell, but this is a fight I really want to see.
Local MMA, I believe Dana said it's not about America versus the world card, more like the best out there by best. I'm sure he means who will bring more eyes. Very true. Very true.
And I think with Gaethje having Ali,
this is not official yet.
This is not official. This is a wish list, Henny Mac. We are not breaking news. Even though the guy on the screen looks like a guy that breaks news because he's very professional and not a lesbian, but very professional. No, this is a wish list.
All right, co-main event. Going title bout.
Yeah. You could swap these with Topuria Sarukian. That would probably be the right order. This is probably top 2, obviously, of fights I want to see. They're both talking shit to each other. Joshua Van's got some good clapbacks, something that I didn't think he had in his arsenal. Manel Kopp, not a native English speaker, but he's fucking brutal. Like, he'll drop hard Fs, and I'm not talking fucks. I'm talking the other one, and he'll add a OT on the end of it, and he don't give a fuck, right? He tries to fight Izzy Adesanya. Dude's a hothead. So that fight needs to happen. Again, 2 stand-up guys. They're gonna fucking stand up, and we're gonna see if Joshua Van can handle Kopp's power. What the fuck is this ass card? Come on, dude. What do you mean ass card, bro? Is that a picture of O'Malley? He's on the card. I got your guy in the goddamn card. If that's O'Malley on your thing.
Will the president have a say in the matchmaking? Probably not, bro. Probably not.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great if we get some women. That's my Trump impression. He just wants fucking Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, main event. I mean, this is clearly Morales is, in my opinion, the next guy at 170. It's not Kamaru Usman. They better not book Usman. I've seen Usman training heavily in Florida. He might not know something that I know because it better not be Usman. But Makhachev is like the king of the mountain right now. And no one has looked good against him. He got knocked out by Adrian Martins many years ago. Volk had a good run the first time. But the guy's like invincible, right? Invincible, excuse me. I need to see if this young Morales, who's fucking huge, how is this at? Are you guys crazy?
When I saw it, I was like, dude, BP.
Really? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm done explaining it. Right? I want to see fucking Hayden's card. Let's go fucking Hayden's card, right?
W video idea though. Yeah, absolutely. Nunes versus Harrison is supposed to be on there. I don't think it is because I think Harrison's gonna be out till like July, bro.
Bro, her neck is that scar on her neck is.
All right. Well, I think mine's a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. I'll be the judge of that. I'm gonna be very critical.
Chat can judge it as well. You don't gotta say it's good or if you think it's bad. Go ahead, chat. Let me have it. First fight. We gotta start it off with something a little bit. Gotta have an American there.
Okay.
Americans in the crowd on the TV. We gotta watch the young sensation that is Bo Nickel.
Okay.
All right. I'm not a big Bo Nickel guy.
I'm a big Bo Nickel guy. Bo knows.
Yeah, you are. I'm not. But I got to respect, he is one of the best American fighters that we have. We got to get him like a win here. We got to get him a win on the card. So we give him Wash Vittori. Give him Wash Vittori. Vittori's Italian, but he's been living in the States for a while. Been training in Las Vegas, down in Florida. I think he's a little bit edgy as well. I think they could have a little bit of a little back and forth. Bo Nickel, Marvin Vittori to start us off. Hopefully Bo Nickel, maybe he even cracks the chin of Marvin Vittori. Imagine that.
Bo Nickel's coming off a nice knockout. I would like to see him get Bo Nickel Lunatic, right? He hates it. Fucking Lunatic that hates both of ours, bro.
Come on, it's better. It's better. We can't just start off with something bang. We got to be semi-realistic.
Yeah, no, and I like the Bo Nickel. He's a big Trump guy. He's obviously a proud American. Didn't win the Olympic gold medal like Gabe Stevenson did, but yes, I like this. But he's coming off a knockout, and I like the fact that they're finally giving Bo a guy that he can grapple with. Like Ranier de Ritter, he wasn't grappling. He tried to stand up with him, and then fucking the next the fucking old Brazilian dude, I can't remember his name that he just knocked out. He's not grappling with that dude either. Vittori, he's gonna grapple. That's what I want to see. I want to see grappling out of Bo Nickel. Enough of the stand up, right? Stand up to grapple, bro.
Imagine Cody Brundage, Bo Nickel too. At the White House.
They need it, bro.
You could put Bo Nickel versus Torres Fitty.
Bo Nickel, Torres Fitty.
We're going Black Beast, and we're going with the real heavyweight prospect here. No Gable Steveson. All right, we're going with the guy that is actually has fights in the UFC. He's been putting in work. My man Josh Hokett. All right. Yeah, I think this is a perfect matchup to make, right? You got Josh Hokett, the American, the young prospect in the heavyweight division, who's making a name for himself, saying all this outlandish shit, right? So if he's on the White House card, if he wins, boom, he gets jolted into stardom for beating Derek Lewis at the White House. He's the American guy in the heavyweight division. But if he loses, people are going to love that. Some people are going to love that, right? You get this very patriotic heavyweight that's saying outlandish shit, and he gets knocked out at the White House against the Black Beast Derek Lewis, who everybody loves. People are going to love that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the perfect matchup. Derek Lewis, Josh Hokett. I think that's it.
If it was Derek Lewis 3 years ago, I think you're exactly right. I think Hokett, he's not ranked in the top 15, but I think he needs maybe a better opponent. I am on the Hokett train though. I like his skills. I don't like the bits. I like his skills, but I knew you were going to put him on this card. Let's go, Auto Impulse.
Of course. I think it's the perfect matchup. Where it's a win-win. It's a win-win for everybody involved.
Interesting.
We're going title.
Ah, okay. You got Sugar on there too. Okay.
O'Malley Jan 2. O'Malley definitely wants to fight on the White House card.
100%.
I know that. Are they going to do Jan Marab again before that? I don't know.
That's the rumblings, dude. That's the rumblings. The rumblings are
because we got to think about it, right? They have the April card, which is the numbered card.
Yep.
Then a May numbered card, and then it's June. So they got like 2 title fights realistically.
Yeah.
That they need to fill.
And this is on June 14th, which is President Trump's birthday, which is also my daughter's birthday, which is a Sunday. Which is interesting. It's a June 14th, a Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be on a Sunday.
Yeah, which my wife just pointed that out to me, and I'm like,
huh.
And I checked it. Let me double check. Maybe she's wrong.
She's got to be wrong. There's no way to do it on a Sunday.
Right.
You kidding me?
Yeah, June 14th, bro. It's on a Sunday.
Oh, well.
But I mean, listen, oh, motherfucker.
What did you just do?
Spill my drink everywhere.
Oh, no. I heard the ice. I was hoping it wasn't ice.
Bro, this is a disaster show for your boy. Here, you keep doing your card, and I'm gonna go get some paper towels.
Okay. I'm at these chats. O'Malley Jan would either need to be co-main or main since it's for a title. Well, just wait till we get to the last 3 bouts, brother. Just wait till we get the last 3 bouts. Shout out to Heyja for getting MMA GOAT on the pod. Absolutely. Cost me a lot of money, man. BP cost me a lot of money to get him on this show every Wednesday. I thought Marab said there would be no Russians on the White House card. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you get around the Russians. Unless you're, like, if you're not putting on title fights at the White House, then sure. But if you're going to put on title fights at the White House, you're going to need some Russians on there because there's enough Russians around the title fight picture. You're going to have them on there. And I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, who cares if there's Russians on the White House card? I don't really care. I'm not going to read that. Justin, Ilya, Dana tried to sell it to Pat. I fucking hope not, dude. I really hope not. Please no Justin, Ilya. I agree. I made a video about that, but I don't want to see it. I think O'Malley Jan is decent, right? For a title fight, it's a rematch. O'Malley won the first one.
That people didn't think he won.
And then 2, O'Malley's got the crowd behind him, right? At the White House. Petr Yan wants the revenge, but it's going to be tough to beat O'Malley at the White House, man. It's going to be tough. We ditched this in. Fight number 3. This is the biggest one of them all. Paddy the Baddy versus Conor McGregor. And hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Okay? We actually, if you were in my chat for this live stream, we actually kind of figured this out, right? Paddy Pimblett fought for the interim title. He lost the interim title, but he gained a lot of fans. And in doing that, he realizes he's not top of the lightweight division, right? He looked nowhere near top of the lightweight division, but he gained a lot of fans. So now what does he do? Is he going to go back and fight somebody in the lightweight division to try to work his way back to the title? No, he needs to fight a big name to improve his stardom because he's not that great of a fighter. He's just not. So Paddy's already a huge 155er. I mean, he cuts a shit ton of weight. He likes to get fat. We know Conor McGregor is probably not going to make 155 anymore. He's probably going to have to fight at 170. Why not? For maybe just one-off, Paddy Pimblett goes to 170 and fights Conor McGregor at the White House. They want to see McGregor at the White House. Who is he going to fight? I don't really know. Like, I don't know who McGregor would fight, but I feel like Paddy Pimblett might be the best opponent for him based on the involvement from the fans and also what the UFC would want to see happen.
Yeah.
You know?
They've already passed on Chandler. Dana did. Masvidal says he's training for something big and he can't talk about it. But Dana was like, no. Because Masvidal McGregor at 170. But Masvidal's not in the UFC right now. I figured they would do someone active. Listen, if Paddy, yeah, I mean, at 170, he could definitely turn around because he took a beating. And I think he did say he wants to get back in it in this summer. So the timeline would work out. And they have a little bit of history as well. I think they were friendly. I mean, Cage Warriors guys, I think they were friendly. And then I think now they're a little bit, I think McGregor, did you hear that rumor that McGregor pulled up to his house and Paddy wouldn't come out or something like that? Have you heard that? Yeah, there's like a rumor that McGregor literally was in Liverpool, showed up to Paddy's house, and Paddy wouldn't come out. And I mean, listen, if Conor McGregor's out there in the middle of the night with like 14 different dudes, probably yoked out of his mind, I probably wouldn't leave my house either. But that's the rumor. Nothing's been confirmed. Neither have confirmed it. But yeah, listen, I like that fight. I was thinking about putting Conor on the card as well, but
Conor be lines in the Oval Office. He's a changed man, bro.
Yeah, he found God, and he is.
I could see Conor versus Nate 3, but at the same time, like, dude, they're so old. Like,
whatever the Diaz brothers have in their brain, because I heard Nick, who's 40-something years old, say he wants to fight Islam and someone else. I forget who else he said. And he's like, I think I could beat those guys. I don't think those guys are that. And I'm like, bro, you look terrible against Robbie Lawler. Like, everyone felt bad for you.
Yeah.
And you want to come back after being in rehab. You know what I mean? And then Nate Diaz, he's 42, and he's just like, yeah, I'm going to go back to UFC and win a title. It's like, when you were in your prime, you couldn't win one. You're going to win one now? I want a little bit of that,
I do too. I mean, it's a superpower at the end of the day. You think you could do anything.
Yeah.
Be unrealistic. Might get you in some trouble, but it could help you in some ways. I actually think Paddy Pimblett McGregor could be the main event, but out of respect for the next two fights, I had to leave it off of the co-main and the main because it's not for a belt. Co-main, we're going Pereira versus Jones.
Okay.
I don't love it, right?
Sure.
As a diehard fan, like, I'm not really trying to see a Jones versus Pereira fight, but I feel like for this card, I could definitely get behind it. Get behind it. I don't know if it would be for a title because I don't know what's going on with the heavyweight division. It'd have to be at heavyweight.
Sure. Yeah, Jones ain't cutting the 205.
He's not going to make 205. But I feel like it could be for a title if Aspinall vacates, or maybe it's for an interim title, whatever. Even if it's not, I feel like it's definitely worth being a co-main event because I mean, it's fucking John Jones. John Jones is not fighting in anything outside of a main or co-main event. And you'll see why I put it at the co-main event once we get to the main event. But Pereira Jones, I mean, they're both 38 years old. Mm-hmm. But, obviously Jones feels like a lot older. So I don't think it's a terrible fight because I feel like I don't really see John Jones just running through him on the ground. I feel like Pereira could match some physicality. I think Pereira's a lot faster. I think it could be a good fight. Maybe a couple years ago, John Jones would steamroll him.
Yeah.
What I saw in that Stipe Miocic fight, I mean, I don't think John Jones is anywhere near what he was back in 2020,
Yeah.
So I think it's a good fight.
I mean, listen, I think it'd be a good fight as well. It'd definitely be at heavyweight. My only concern is John keeps talking about how bad his hip is. He's got arthritis. He thinks he's done. He might not be done.
He would fight on the White House card.
I think that's the only fight I think he'll take is the White House. I don't think it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, I think in a world where it would never happen, Jones's last fight, I would love to see him against a real heavyweight in Aspinall, right? I would love to see that. But Aspinall just had eye surgery. That dude don't look like he's coming back anytime soon. So what's the next best thing? Give him Pereira. Pereira wants to move up. He wants to try to get that third belt. Let him try to make history. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in MMA we have right now. Doesn't speak a lick of English, but people love him, right? And, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree. Curious to see what your main event is. Curious to see.
It's the biggest fight of all time.
Oh.
It's the biggest fight of all time.
Okay.
This would be the meta of MMA in history. Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. There's no other fight in MMA history that would be this high level, that could be this great of a matchup. We have the undefeated Ilia Topuria, champion in 2 weight classes, going up to 170 to try to become a 3-division champion, taking on the guy that has dominated the entire division of lightweight, moved up to welterweight, dominated the champion. And you know why I decided this was the main event? Because ultimately I gave up on the fight, right?
Yeah.
I gave up on it. I don't think it's going to happen. But I saw this today.
Yeah.
Islam Makhachev wants Topuria fight at the UFC White House.
I saw that as well. Islam would like to fight.
Now Islam's calling for it. He moved up to 170, running away from Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria doesn't fight for the lightweight title. He offers up an interim title between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett because he's going through all that stuff. Now he's past all that stuff. He's through the relationship issues. He's ready to come back. Why not come back and fight Makhachev at 170 at the White House? You still get to hold on to your 155 title because, I mean, they could honestly just do another fucking interim title between Gaethje and Sarukian or whatever.
Sure.
Like, it's not going to cost you anything as the 155 champion. Go up to 170, fight him at the White House. Biggest fight in the history of the UFC. Bloom
Don't
Dog?
disagree with that. I love that. You know, the chat seems like your card. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an honest guy. Your card's better than mine. It's a lot better than mine. But Gabe Stevenson, though, you gotta feature him in this card. I think that's a good idea, bro.
Dude. Oh, no. And also, just think
That's
about
a fantastic card. That's a fantastic card.
Just think about this card like from a press conference
Sure.
standpoint as well. You got Topuria and Pimblett on the card. You got Topuria and McGregor. Everyone says that Topuria like tries to copy McGregor. You got O'Malley McGregor. You got McGregor Makhachev. I mean, just think about how cinematic this entire card could be.
Right. You got Jones. You got Jones playing the religious card. Right. This is my last one. Thank God. I'm a family man.
McGregor's fucking dishing him some coke.
Yeah. And then you got Pereira just going, Chama. You got Pimblett McGregor to steal a show. You got O'Malley probably busting Jan's balls, but Jan's got to talk to a translator, so we don't know what's being said.
Bro.
Lewis, Hoke is going to do his bit. Lewis
talking shit about Gable Stevenson to John Jones.
Vittori's going to say some corny bullshit about Bo, and Bo's going to just laugh and go, "We'll see come Saturday." But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, the press conference alone would be electric, though. Oh wow, I love Hey Jives, but BP's might be more realistic. Hey, chat. Hey chat. Straight cash, homie. What is that? Straight cash, homie? Yeah, straight cash, homie.
Because he doesn't have the Nick Diaz gene in him.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of it.
BP. Hey, I thought Lunatic was roasting my card.
That's crazy.
I think this, like, literally, if you stack this card against my card, and you're like, which one are you turning into? I'm going to turn her into this one. I'm going to watch the Gabe Stevenson fight on mine, and then I'll flip over to yours.
Ryan, I kind of agree he might be cooked at 70, but I'm still down to see it. I'm still down to see it, right?
100%. Yeah, it's important. People keep talking about his height at 170. I get it. It's a one-off. He's a thick kid, right? Being short doesn't matter. Someone said Matt Sarah was short. Yeah, Matt Sarah's real short. Matt Hughes, who's one of the best welterweights in all time, he's listed at 5'9". Dude, he's every bit 5'8", right? Like, he's not like a big dude. And Islam is a big guy, but like Topuria, again, I think would be just fine in the Islam matchup. Staying at 170 for his career, no. But for that one future matchup to win 3 titles, yeah.
BP, have you seen those videos, those dudes running at each other?
Oh my God, crazy, bro.
Russ said that might sneak a power slap fight on there. How about we bring one of these in here? How about we have Josh Hockett? We have Josh Hockett and Gable Stevenson Polish, dude.
Oh, it's so brutal. I think is Australia, New Zealand, or something. Those both look like big. Golly. Golly. I saw a buddy do that drunk. He woke up and thought someone was chasing him, and he ran right headfirst into a parked van, and knocked himself clean the fuck out. But not like that, dude. Those dudes are just golly. How do you win? Like, what's the point of winning?
I don't know.
Oh, that's so brutal.
whoever falls back the least amount of yardage, maybe.
Yeah, or who doesn't get. I've seen ones where guys don't get knocked out. So is that like you win if you don't get knocked out? But man, that's brutal. I mean, I'm not a fan of slap fighting myself. I've watched it a few times, just being bored, and I'm fucking addicted to violence. But it's not for me. I much prefer. And I'm not even a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm my preferred is striking. But I watch UFC BJJ all day over slap fighting. You know what I mean? I can't get into slap fighting. Yeah,
I was kind of into slap fighting at the beginning, but then it just got too repetitive. I'm like,
yeah. Like the whole thing started because of that big Russian dude, the dumpling dude, right? He went viral, and he was like slapping watermelons, busting them and shit. He's like their champ or whatever. He's in the fucking league. He hasn't knocked anybody out. I think he knocked one dude out, right? It's like they brought this guy over, they're paying him a ton of money. He's not even like a fucking star. And then they got like weight classes and shit, and they had the reality show. And I look at these guys, and they're like 2 and 4 MMA fighters, like MMA fighters that didn't make it, so they're fucking slapping each other. Yeah, it's just, it's not for me. And the fact that Dana now, with all the court documents coming out, he's like not even involved in the UFC, right? He promotes it. That's it. His main focus is Zuffa boxing and slap fighting. I can get on board with Zuffa boxing. I thought, the one thing I really love about boxing is the individualistic of it. Like people really, they make it their own. They wear their own trunks. Each fighter gets custom gloves made, whether it be from Cleto Reyes, whether it be from Grant, whether it be from, Rival. And then Zuffa boxing kind of took that away. It's like they were in plain shorts, and then a lot of them wore just black Zuffa boxing gloves. So they're making it like UFC type boxing, which I don't like, because I wish there was more. I don't mind the uniform deal, but like if I was a UFC fighter and I call up, Venom, and I go, hey, I want a rainbow pair of shorts for this next fight. Like, why can't I do that? Like, I should be able to ask for any color I want, and they should be able to make it for me. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's get to this. BigJive. Ask away.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Some breaking.
Ooh, makes sense.
Jelton Almeida's gone.
I think he's gone, not based on his performance, which was bad. I think it was when he said, oh, the reason people boo me is because I'm Brazilian. And it's like, huh? The biggest star in the UFC, in my opinion, or at least one of them, is Alex Pereira, and he doesn't get booed, right? Anderson Silva never got booed. Well, I mean, he did it when he fought, like Talis Latis and Damian Maia, but I don't know what this dude was smoking. Like, what do you mean? Like, it was just like, he at least in that third round tried to fight a little bit. I thought he would get slept because the chin's gone, but yeah, he's like, I'm going to 205, and the UFC's like, no, you're not. Yeah, you're going to 205 in fucking PFL, bro.
Yeah, he's going to PFL. Might win a belt. Yeah, I don't know if who would he beat at PFL? He could maybe beat
Henin, their big heavyweight that fucking has zero ground game.
Yeah, could probably beat that guy.
But isn't there heavyweight champ over there, the Fedor's protege, the Russian dude who was at 205 now he's at heavyweight, right? I forget his name. I think that's the champ right now.
No, it's
Is it not him?
I think it's Corey Anderson now.
Heavyweight champ?
Yeah, I think so.
What? Corey Anderson?
I think he just beat Goltsov, who was the champion. Corey Anderson.
Yeah, I'm looking at
PFL champ. Oh no, he's light heavyweight. I swear, I swear he just fought Goltsov.
Man, this is how fucking pathetic it is. I typed in PFL heavyweight champ. Nemkov is the heavyweight champ. Yeah, that's Fedor's protege. I typed in heavyweight champ, and I'm strolling down, and there's no answer for it. Like,
I think it is Nemkov.
Yeah, because I think he beat the Henin Ferreira last time out, and he looked decent doing it. He'll be undersized, but yeah, I mean, listen, Jelton Almeida, you're laying on your feet, bro. Just be more aggressive. When you actually take someone down, finish them. Punch them, do something. I thought he'd get cut after Derek Lewis. The Derek Lewis one, that fight was, it was bad.
They gave him a leash, man. They gave him some opportunities to like go out there and fucking show us. And he got a couple wins, but to the blobs of the world, the Romanovs and
yeah.
I mean, Romanov just fought in the PFL heavyweight championship and lost, so he could get there.
He was the guy that came in. He was another guy that was on the Russian gas, came in the UFC off the gas, had a lot of weird fights where like got kicked in the nuts, disqualification, and then would just became a gas bag. And yeah, he's over in the PFL, and I think people really thought he would do something over there, but nah. Heavyweights, that's why we need Gabe Stevenson. We need guys like Josh Harkett. We need a juice in this fucking division for sure.
All right, BP, what do you say?
Let's go. 3PC. What's up, chat?
John Pork.
What do you think? You're both high school sports experts. I mean, listen, I think Hayden's going to answer this question better than me. He's a way better athlete. I played baseball growing up. Mom wouldn't let me play football. I played football in 8th grade, and then wasn't allowed playing in high school because my grades were so bad. And then I tried out for baseball at my school, which is a huge thing. West Side Cincinnati, that's where Pete Rose is from, Barry Larkin, Ken Griffey Jr. So baseball is huge in the West Side. So I tried out for the freshman team, and the first day of tryouts, I got in a fight with a kid, and I broke his pinky or something, and that kid ended up being an assistant coach, his son. So tryout didn't go well. So I did not play sports in high school. So I know Hayden,
sport fighter.
Yeah, boy, I've gotten a lot of fights, that's for sure.
Getting in fights on the baseball diamond is great.
Bro, I got suspended. I know people look at me, baby face, fat. I got in a ton of fights growing up. I had a very short fuse anger problem, and I really enjoyed fighting. From 5th grade to senior year, I got suspended at least once for fighting in school.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Senior year, they tried to expel me, and we appealed it, and we got lucky. But yeah, West Side Panthers represent. That is my best friend growing up. I've been best friends with him since 2nd grade. He can confirm everything I'm saying right now. He one of the best fight stories ever involves him, where I'm not going to tell it now because it's too long. But yeah, that's Smitty Cent. What up, Schmidt? But yeah, Hayden, your high school exploits. You were a high-level football player.
Yeah. What was your position in baseball, though?
I play. So my dad and I started our own team, right? In Delhi, where I'm from, it's either select teams or not whole. And my team that originally was on abandoned, so we're like, let's start a new West Side Panthers. So and I had a ton of friends, and we plucked people off. So I kind of played everywhere. I played mostly shortstop because I had a pretty good arm. I pitched, and the only thing I didn't play was outfield. I caught a little bit, but really infield and then pitching. I didn't like pitching. I wasn't a great pitcher. The only thing I could do was throw strikes, but I couldn't really, I didn't have a ton of heat.
Sometimes it's all you need.
Yeah, I could just put it over the plate. And then we had a really good pitcher in back when we were playing when we were younger. He couldn't pitch. If he pitched once, he had to sit for like 8 days. So the very next game, they had to have someone else pitch, and a lot of times it was me. Like I said, I could just get over the plate, but that's great first base. I'm built like a first baseman, but believe it or not, I did not play. I did play first base, I think, my last year playing baseball, and it wasn't a good spot for me.
I always thought first base would be like fun to play.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I played it. I got my back of my ankle stepped on many a times while people were running through the base, right? And that sucked. I was not a fan of first base, but I'm dying to hear about your football exploits.
Yeah, played football, basketball, baseball, and then 1 year of golf.
Golf, okay.
I do own a state record for most tutties in a season.
I knew that. What a stud.
Touchdowns, 27. That was back in 2017. So almost on 10 years, state record's been alive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 27 touchdowns senior year. Receiving touchdowns, state record. I was a receiver and defensive back.
Two-way player, eh?
Yeah, all state. Well, we kind of had to be. We're a smaller school, but
I was gonna say, how many kids you graduate in your school? Like your graduating class, how many did you have?
My class was just under 100, I think.
Wow, I come from one of the biggest population high schools in Cincinnati, in the state of Ohio. I graduated with 948.
Yeah,
and then every class below us was like over 1,000. And it just keeps getting bigger. It's a giant school here on the west side.
Yeah, we're a small school. We didn't have. I mean, my senior football team, we had like 5 seniors. Wow. So
yeah, you had to play both ways. And you preferred receiver over DB, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I mean, I was probably just a better receiver than I was a D-back, but I was a good safety. I was a good safety.
Yeah.
what else can I say about football? I don't know. I don't want to like fucking brag, but yeah, solid football player.
Yeah.
First team All State. Won the Altoon Award.
Nice.
You know who Altoon was?
Yeah.
Played in the NFL. He was from Wisconsin or something. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you went to college. What did you finish college football? Do you play all 4 years in
No,
football?
I dropped out. I went to college at Minnesota Duluth on scholarship.
Okay.
But my scholarship wasn't really that much because I like really wanted to play football in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd worked so hard to try to get a full scholarship to like a D1 school because that's the only place you're going to get a full scholarship, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited. I was getting like recruited by a bunch of these Division I schools, and I was like willing to walk on at like a D1 school, but they were all just like fucking pussyfooting around. And then eventually it got time to like a month before signing day. This was back before NIL and all that shit.
Right.
So like a month before signing day, I go to Minnesota Duluth, and I had a couple of scholarships from other D2s, but I didn't really want to go there because it was football programs were good, but they weren't like that great. I was considering Minnesota State. Minnesota State, the Mavericks.
Okay.
They were the first school that offered me.
Nice.
And I didn't accept it because I wanted to get to a D1 level, right? And then they called me one time and said that they had fulfilled all their scholarships, so they couldn't give me a scholarship anymore. So then I started panicking. I'm like, I need a scholarship, bro. I need a scholarship to a good school that I actually think like has a good football program. So I went to Minnesota Duluth, went on a visit there. They offered me. I said yes. So then I went to Minnesota Duluth my first year, redshirted, and then I fucking hated it there because it's Minnesota. It's terrible. So then I moved back to Wisconsin, transferred to UW Whitewater, played there the next year, mainly backup receiver, special teams. And then we went to the national championship that year, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Played with NFL Pro Bowler Quinn Miners on the Denver Broncos. And then we lost the national championship in a rout. We got destroyed. So that was basically my football career.
Yeah.
Basketball in high school, we were pretty good. Went to state my junior year. We lost. And you're going to think it's fucking hilarious, but small school, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we don't got a lot of athletes. I mean, we got some decent athletes, but we don't have like gifted athletes. You know, it's a small pool to pull from.
How tall are you, by the way?
I'm 5'11".
5'11", okay.
I'm not going to say I'm 6 foot because I've never been 6 foot, but I'm 5'11". All right. And we played 5 guards. So we didn't have anybody taller than me. We were all 5'11". Wow. We played 5 guards, but I was the thickest out of all of them. So I would have to guard the centers.
Sure.
On the other team. And the first game we played at state, because they do a semifinal and then the championship game. First team we played at state, I had to guard a 7'1" center that was going to play Division I.
It reminds me of the Zion Williamson one where he's like in high school and that little kid's guarding him. And the fucking kids like give him all he's got, and now Zion Williams was like, what
and he wasn't like some twig 7'1". Like
sure,
he was
a big thick kid,
probably 260, and like there's nothing I could do, like literally nothing. Like all I did all season was guard the tallest guy, play front defense, and then I get help on the back side. But in this case, I play front defense. They can just lob it over the top, and he can just catch it over me. Like I can't do anything about it. So we lost that game and we lost at state. But basketball was good. I was a sharpshooter.
You want to hear my basketball story? I played for an organized team in 3rd grade, and I'm a really bad basketball player. I'm not. That's my worst part by far. I was standing there on, they were doing free throws, and I'm waiting to rebound it or whatever. Kid next to me reaches over and grabs my dick through my shorts. Swear to God, and I fucking punch him. Just knock him out. Not knock him out, but fucking socked him. He goes down. They kick me out of the game. And the coach who didn't like me already, he's like, you're off the team. That was my basketball. I swear to God, kid grabbed my dick. I was wearing these tiny little fucking orange booty shorts they made us wear, right? You had to give the uniform back at the end of the year. You couldn't even buy it, right? This is back in the fucking 90 whatever. Kid grabbed my dick. And I fucking just hit him. Stepdad was so embarrassed. He's in there watching me. The fucking coach is going off of me. I still get my stepdad shit to this day. I'm like, kid grabbed my wiener. I hit him. Another grown man's yelling at your 8-year-old son, and you don't do anything. Like some grown man's yelling at my daughter. They're getting fucking put in their head in the ground. Like this dude just he's chewing me out. I'm like, dude, the dude grabbed my dick, bro. That's fucking sexual harassment.
Dude, he yanked the little gun.
He yanked the fucking shit out. I couldn't believe what I saw or felt. I was shocked. My first instinct was, I'm gonna fucking punch this guy. You know what I mean?
Dude, I saw a video online the other day of this one kid, like youth basketball.
Yeah.
One kid like pushed the other kid.
Yeah.
And then the coach, must have been like the coach's son or something.
Yeah.
Goes in there and like grabs the other kid off of him.
Yeah.
And then it's like kind of done, right? And then you see the dad of the kid that got pulled off comes in and just bodies this guy like really fucking hard. I was like, holy shit, dude. What is wrong with you?
I've seen wrestling tournaments like that. I'm pretty obviously protective of my girls. I remember we're at Old Navy and my oldest was in a car seat and we're pushing her in her stroller. And this dude who I don't know, a scroungy looking guy, sees my daughter. She's obviously adorable. And he tries to reach his hand in the fucking thing to like, cute. And I fucking snatch this dude's hand up. I was like, what the fuck you think you're doing, bro? Right in the middle of an Old Navy. And he's just like, what? I mean, you got a cute kid. Don't put your hands on her, bro. So I need to calm down. My daughter did play basketball last season, and it was, just girls, below fucking second grade girls. So there was no need for it. But, I gotta calm down because I'm gonna be like one of those dads, I think.
Gonna fucking destroy, just knock some random dude out for looking.
I mean, this dude, what are you doing touching a kid?
Yeah,
trying to. Bro, I'm gonna fucking break your arm. Like my wife is ringing out Old Navy looking at me, and she gets kind of mad at me. She's like, "You're causing a scene." He fucking tried it. What do you mean? Look at this guy. He hasn't washed his hands in probably 10 years. Fuck out of here with that. No.
They say you got a state record in Ohio for amount of chicks you knew.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing is in high school, I was known as like the kid that got in a lot of fights. I was friends with kind of everybody, really good friends with like the jocks. And then my senior year, a bunch of guys, like punk rock was big in my senior year. I graduated 2005. So like everyone had a punk rock band. So I was cool with those guys. And the reason I was friendly with everyone is because, there's the punk rock chicks, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's the cheerleader chicks, you know what I mean? It's all about chicks, bro. I probably can tell you the more times I showed up on a Tuesday night basketball game during a school week drunk than I could tell you the times I did homework in high school. Like it was, comically bad how bad I was in high school. I can't remember doing one piece of anything. It was a miracle I graduated.
See, that's the thing. Like I was a good student.
Yeah.
But like I look back on it now, it's like, what was the point of that? I
had too much fun in high school. I was such a high school and then out of high school. So from probably 17 to 21, I was a real bag of shit. Like invisible, I'm never gonna die, nothing can touch me kind of guy, right? And I know you look at me now, but I did very well with the ladies. So again, my ego's through the roof when that. People were afraid of me because I would fight at a drop of a hat. So I needed to get ego checked, and I did. I got in a fucking DUI, hit a guy on a motorcycle in my car. He was parked. I rear-ended him. He threw over his handlebars. I was completely hammered drunk. He runs over and starts punching me through the window. I reverse out and just drive away. I was with a girl I knew. She was drunk too. And then the cops obviously found me and chased me down. And then, I paid a lot of money for that and really had to fucking work that one off. And that was kind of the end of my drinking. I realized cause I never really liked it, but then I'm like, I'm not going to fucking keep doing that like an idiot. So luckily I didn't kill the guy because that would have been bad. Yeah, he just flipped over his handlebars and then he punched me a few times. And he fucking punched like a little bitch.
Everything ends with a fist fight. With BP.
A lot of fights, bro. I'm telling you, I have so many stories. It's insane the amount of stories I have. I can never tell them because it's so like self-gratifying, and it's like, oh, shut up about yourself or whatever. But yeah, that wasn't a fight. That guy literally was just like, what the fuck? And he starts punching me. And the funny thing was, like, right before that accident happened, the girl I was with posted a picture on Facebook, and I'm driving. And I have my thumbs up and I'm on the phone and she's taking the picture. That was 5 minutes before I hit this guy. And then they tracked me down to my house. They caught me switching my car out with my parents' car because my front of my car was dented in and shit. Yeah. And they caught me, and the girl I was with was passed out on the sidewalk.
Wow.
And yeah. So the Delhi cop where I live, the township, that guy bought everything I said. The Cincinnati cop showed up and fucking threw down the hammer and basically said, I basically murdered this guy and I better admit it. And my parents were like, just admit it. Just admit it. And I finally was like, fine, I did it. And then, yeah, so that sucked. But that woke me up. That was definitely an ego check for sure. I definitely really grew up. I needed that, or I would have never grown up. So even though it was one of the worst days of my life, Buddy lost me 10 minutes ago. Let's talk White House. Where did he talk the White House? TS Swizz 2000.
T-Swizz, you can rewind it if you want to look at our White House.
All right, let's move on. Let's see what else 3PC says.
You want to cover Vons?
I would not rather. I'm not a political guy. I avoid that avenue as much as I can. I did brush up on it today, and I saw an article where Trump was apparently the whistleblower of the Epstein stuff, right? Everyone thinks he was involved. I don't know. I don't have a dog in this fight. But yeah, but to answer Vaughn's question, so the UFC still have the White House in lieu of Epstein files alluding Trump as a sex traffic pedophile? Yes. Because I think everyone on that list is very famous and very powerful in this country, and they're all probably pedophiles. Why risk not having an incredible fight night? So yes, I think we should still have it.
I think they should.
And let's throw the word allege as well, so we don't get sued. Allegedly, sex trafficking pedophile. It's allege.
Yeah, I'm not sure about anything about that. So
yeah, I stay away from it. I
just don't have time to like know all this shit. Like I don't know. I got work to do, dude. Like
too many people in my life, my in-laws and my stepfather are so wrapped up in politics. It's like it becomes their identity. And I grew up where my parents were very conservative and my uncle, who I was very close with, was very liberal. So I got both sides of it. And I just was like, they're arguing, they're fighting. And it's like, that's all we talk about. I'm like, I'm just not going to do it. Yeah. I don't vote because I'm ill-informed. I don't vote because it's like my vote shouldn't matter because I don't know anything about anything. I avoid it. Right. And then I'm at work and I'm trying to be an adult and everyone around me is talking politics. I'm just like, Did you see the UFC this weekend? Like, I don't, I just try to avoid it. It's such a hot topic issue that I can't do it. And I hate when people get judged based on their political beliefs. Right. Like I have two of my best friends are both bleeding heart liberals. Right. And my other friend is a very conservative guy. I have another really good friend that's like right in the middle. So, it's just too much to even comprehend or talk about. But yes, I do think they should still have the fight at the White House.
I agree.
What else we got here? Russ kind of had a good point. He backed up the Russ's thing. Russ said, my issue with the thing, especially now, is likely to be short and card.
Yeah.
Is it not for the real UFC fans? It's going to be a sector. Yeah, because no fans are going to be there. They're going to be apparently across the street at the park with TVs. You can't buy a ticket to the thing. And it might slow up divisions and delay matchups, and that would piss me off if it was like a yearly thing.
Yeah.
But it's a once in a lifetime thing, right? 250 year anniversary of America, Trump's birthday. Our active president is a giant MMA fan. Like that's never gonna happen again. We got to kind of seize the moment. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but I will gladly slow up divisions for this card.
I do think the shortened card, like 6 fights, is gonna be weird, bro.
It is gonna be weird because I feel like they're gonna have to. It can't just be 2 hours. It's gonna have to be 5 or 6. So there's gonna be a lot of filler time. They're probably gonna do a ton of vignettes, ton of production value gonna go behind these. If it's 6 fights, 12 fighters, which might be cool to see, but it also might be like, I kind of like the 14 fight card where we're just hammering the fights out because that's more fights I can bet, and the more fights I can watch. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be interesting, right? Again, I'm going to keep an open mind.
Top prospects, deep dive.
So I've obviously mentioned Gabe Stevenson. I'm not as up to date on my local fighters as I used to be. I know Trindaddy, who's probably in the chat. That guy, he's a fiend for the LFA and all the local shows, and he really grinds hard on those guys. He does a really good write-up of Dana White's Contender Series guys that come in. Dana White Contender Series kind of ruined it for me because I'm like, I'll just wait till if they're good enough, I'll just wait till they get there.
Yeah.
So obviously I know Gabe Stevenson, and there's a guy from Ohio, Columbus, Josiah Harold, who just won in the LFA. He was signed to UFC, but got cut because he had a brain thing, had surgery on the brain thing, trained by Matt Brown, those boys in Columbus, and fought some tough Russian, 13-1 Russian, and he's 11-0, and he was getting grappled a little bit, but took him out. He's a big, he's short, but he's a fucking tank of a dude for 170. So I think the UFC needs to give him another shot for sure.
Dude, I want to pull up that picture because I remember when he fought that guy. He was from Kyrgyzstan, actually, not Russia. But
I love
the size difference between those two guys was crazy. And Harold absolutely, there it is. I got it. See that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Harold, so I'm
ragdolled him.
Yeah, I'm a big dude, right? And when I meet people, especially fighters, I'm surprised how small they are. Ohio Combat League, there's a fighter I sponsor, Hunter Frazier. He fights on there, and I've been to some shows, and I saw Josiah Ohio. He wasn't fighting. He was in the crowd or whatever, and I saw him, and we were like feet away from each other. That dude is so fucking thick, bro. Like, he's not tall, but he's like his arm, he's wearing a tight t-shirt. I'll give him that, but he was thick. Like, I've met like Brandon Moreno, and he looked like a horse jockey to me. He was so small.
He was.
And he was so small. This dude is thick. And I, for a while, questioned if he could fight at 170 because his height makes you seem like he's a 55er. I think he can, dude. I think he can. I mean, he's short, but I think he can. And I don't know what he walks around at. He probably looked like 195 when I saw him at that fight, but thick old boy. And 11-0, got the brain fixed. He needs to be back. And I want a direct shot listen, if they want to throw him through contenders, cool, but I want a direct shot in the UFC. I think he's earned it.
I do too. 170s are surprisingly huge. First time I saw Gilbert Burns in person.
Okay.
I was like, holy shit, dude. Like,
how big he was?
I walk around. I like to walk around like 190, but now I'm like around 200.
Yeah.
And he made me feel small, dude. Like,
wow.
Like we're relatively the same height.
Yeah.
But like the thickness of like just his neck and his head.
Yeah.
Is
he
like,
used to fight at 55 too, which is wild.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. He was out of camp, but like still.
Sure, yeah.
Probably walk around 210.
Yeah, big
like,
boy.
Not like fat, like he's just filled out. If you're a conspiracy theorist, I was on the BP oil rig when it blew. Me and my buddy that survived are fully convinced it was an inside job.
Wow, taking him back to the old oil rig. I do remember that a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Love me some local MMA. There's Trindaddy.
Yeah.
LFA 228 next month. Christian Nativity Dad.
Oh,
He's pretty good. I'm debating on going to APFC next month because it's in Milwaukee, and that's not too far from me. But APFC is one that I'm
Pettis
for. Yeah, my boy Dante Johnson. You know Dante Johnson?
Yeah. He was on the Contenders, and you played football with him, correct?
Yeah, played football with him at Duluth, and he was a APFC alum. So they're getting some UFC guys out of there. Around 6', 170, nothing crazy. I met some fighters. Lopez is tiny, and Gaethje.
Yeah, Gaethje's not very big either. Gaethje surprised me. He's a big head and a decent sized neck, but he surprised me. The only guy that I ever fighter wise, I took a picture back in when the UFC came to Cincinnati years and years ago with Andre Arlovsky, and I felt like he wasn't that big. I was surprised, but I didn't take a picture with him. But I was at Columbus and I was feet away from Curtis Blades. That motherfucker, tall, thick everywhere. He was a big boy. I'm like, oh. He was a big kid. But yeah, I'm always surprised when I meet like fighters like Chris Curtis, who I trained with for years. I think they list him at 5'10" or 5'11" or whatever it is. He's 5'9". with shoes on, right? He's but he's a thick kid. He's muscled up. Let's talk UFC and conspiracies. Let's do it. I'm not a conspiracy guy. I don't know. The one conspiracy that I was told recently was Cal Ripken Jr. was having that the old baseball player had that streak where he never missed a game or start or whatever, and they cut the power to stadium so he could get there because he's running late. And the conspiracy was that the reason he was running late is Kevin Costner was fucking his wife and he caught. I just heard that one and I'm like, I can get behind that conspiracy. Kevin Costner seems like a coxman. And they definitely cut the power. They said, we have a power outage. No, they cut it so he can get there, but I don't know about him getting his wife banged. I also heard Steve Irwin's wife, the crocodile hunter, was banging Russell Crowe and Steve Irwin killed himself. There's a lot of shit out there. I don't like getting into like the crazy conspiracies, like where, Alex Jones type shit, but usually the ones where people are banging wives are the ones I usually.
There's got to be a little bit of truth to every conspiracy. Just a little.
Yeah, you'd have to be, right? It has to be. Yeah. There's a little truth to probably everything,
Ngannou is a giant, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen Ngannou in person. I've never met him in person. Yeah, I shook his hand, made me feel like a child. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw Poirier in person.
Who, Poirier? Yeah.
He looks small.
Yeah, he's like a wide guy. I've never met him in person. I've never seen him up close. But they call him like wide body. Like Frivola, I hung out with Frivola, who's a friend of mine, Matt Frivola. He was out of camp eating every piece of chicken that was given to him in Nashville. So he was having a time, and he was a thick kid. He's a thick kid, not very tall, obviously, but he's thicker than I thought, right? And his dad, Sal the Bulldozer, is just an unbelievable human being. We had a really good time in Milwaukee, fucking West Coast. Stand your base. What is Silly for the Gilly says? Fantasy book the White House card. We kind of already did that. Yeah.
Yeah, we already kind of did that.
We broke his rules, but we did that. Yeah. Is Chuck Liddell still 60 with CTE? He came out and said he has no brain damage and it's something wrong with his neck.
Yeah.
Started their MMA journey world.
CT, bro. No CET.
Yeah.
CT and Chuck.
Loco says, I love to know when the boys, Hey Jab and BP started the journey to MMA and most betting. Give us background on how everything started. Also, what are your favorite current male and female fighters? Current male to watch. I mean, I got to go with Chris Curtis. Current female to watch, Mackenzie Dern for personal reasons. As you know, I got a lot of fights. I've already covered that. A fight showed up at my house and my parents finally got to see that side of me. Cops showed up. It was like a whole mess. I got cuffed and everything. My parents were like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? They knew that I had gotten a lot of fights because I got kicked out of school, but they had never seen when I like flip, right? They had never seen that. So the very next day, my stepdad bought me a punching bag and a bunch of gloves for the garage. I did that for like 3 months, went to a boxing gym, and then tried to save up to go to MMA gym. The only MMA gym that was around here at the time that I knew about was George Grizel's MMA gym, and that was about 50 minutes away. And I was driving a 1989 Nissan Maxima. Definitely couldn't make it there. Then I found Vision. My mom and I split the bill of the gym, Vision MMA, and then I want to be a fighter. And then I got a job writing for Bleacher Report. Most people don't know that. I wrote for Bleacher Report. I covered a few events for them. And then I said, I don't want to be a fucking writer. I want to be a fighter, right? Yeah. So I went back to training, had a couple fights lined up. They all backed out. Never happened. I was going through school, and then I went through a breakup. Then I had my seizure. And when my seizure happened, I was trying to figure out how do I stay relevant with MMA. Like, I can't just watch it, be an observer. I want to do it. So now I'm like, how can I do this? So I've never been a gambler in my life. We have a lot of horse racing gambling in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. Never really did that much. My dad gambled a little bit with poker. I play poker with my friends. But then when I went to Vegas for the first time and I sat down with a lovely lady at the Sahara Casino, which is no longer there, and she explained to me what a parlay was. And I could put $5 down and win $300. I went, what? And I sat there all day. My girlfriend's family, they all went everywhere. I said, I'm not leaving. I sat there and built a parlay. And that was when Michael Bisping got knocked out by Vitor Belfort with a head kick in Brazil. He was my final leg of the parlay to win like $1,200, I think. Might have been $1,500.
Really?
Yeah. He was my final leg. It was like a 9-leg parlay, and he was my final leg. He's a favorite, too. Slight favorite, I remember. And I remember watching him get knocked out and just being devastated. But after losing, because if I would have won, I would have been like, this is easy.
Yeah.
Losing that, the bug bit me. And it wasn't until I had kids where I realized, okay, I don't want to risk my brain anymore sparring and doing all this stuff with the brain injury. How can I contribute? So I started a website, and then I quickly pivoted from the website to podcasting. I got a plug-in mic and did podcasting because I'm a talker. And then that just became what it was. I think I had a Tumblr for a little bit. You remember the website Tumblr? I think I had a Tumblr with fight pics on it for a little bit. You probably can find it. I never deleted it. So MMA has been my life. I love it more than anything. This is, when I was a kid, I used to, if it was baseball season, I was into baseball. If it was basketball, I really liked March Madness. If it was football, I was into football. Once MMA grabbed me, the first pay-per-view I ever ordered was UFC 40, Ken Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz. And that was the first, and I haven't missed one since. That was my first one, UFC 40.
Wow.
And it hooked me. And I've been obsessed ever since for 20 plus years. It's just been, it's in me. It's in me. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wanted to be a fighter. I actually had some talent. Like I had some raw talent. It was weird. Like I loved it. And then, with the brain injury and whatnot and then starting a family, it was like, I can't do that. I got to do something else. And then I found podcasting, which I love. I found fucking gambling, which I love. Some days I hate it. Some days I love it. And here I am. So, Hayden, I'm very curious to know yours. I actually don't really know your backstory about MMA. I remember you posted a video recently of like your first time doing it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you do that? And you're like, never give up, keep doing, or something like that?
Yeah. A little inspirational post, for the people.
Yeah, for the people.
Well, I'm going to look like a fucking casual compared to you, but you guys got to remember, like, I'm only 26.
Yeah, I'm 13 years older than Hayden. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in August.
There's no way I could tell you, like, I watched the first UFC because I wasn't even fucking born.
right.
I don't go back that long because I'm only 26. And
sure.
It's been, 30 plus years since UFC.
I actually watched the first UFC. I rented it from Blockbuster, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it until UFC 22. Ken Shamrock or Frank Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz, and Frank beat him. That was the one I rented and was like, I kind of dig it now because it had more rules. It had the gloves, and I didn't like. I wanted structure. I didn't like the no holds barred shit.
The Wild West.
Yeah.
UFC 1 was
so
wild.
What was your first UFC?
Well, I wasn't. So like I lived in Wisconsin. I grew up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Like there's no gyms. There's no boxing gyms. No MMA gyms. Like it wasn't anything in Wisconsin was anywhere near combat sports. So growing up, like I would play sports, nothing to do with that. I followed a little bit, like once McGregor came on, and when he fought Habib, so that was 2016.
Yeah,
that sounds about right. So I was 16 years old. So I could watch that, and then I watched like McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. So I watched like the bigger fights. I wasn't really like into it, and then it was during COVID when I first started like watching consistently.
Right.
I was when there wasn't any sports on, so I'm like, I gotta watch some sports. And around that same time is when I started to get into like gambling.
Sure.
Because I've always been like a gambling type of guy. Actually, I don't know if I should say this, but I got like banned from DraftKings because I tried to use my dad's information.
Sure.
To validate it because I wasn't 21.
Yeah.
So to this day, I can't get a DraftKings account because I can't even like. I have to like verify these credit cards that I tried to use. They're like 7 years ago. Like I don't have access to those. So I've tried to get it figured out, but I can't. But I've always liked gambling. I always loved like going into casinos. When I was 18, I lived in Duluth. If you're 18 in Minnesota, you can go into a casino. And
wow. Okay. That's cool.
So we'd go to the casino, play blackjack and stuff like that. And then I was like 20. And then I started betting a little bit online. And then I just like gambling, man. I'm just a gambling guy. And I like to take the risk and reap the rewards. So then I was, betting on sports here and there. And then once I watched UFC and started betting on it, I was like, this is way better than betting on anything else. So I started watching every UFC from then. I think the first one from when I started watching continuously, like every single week, was McGregor Poirier 2. So it would have been when he got KO'd.
Right. Before he broke his leg.
Yeah. So then I started betting on it a bunch there. So that was 2020. And then a year, 2 years pass, and I'm like, I was running my shoe business. So I used to sell shoes.
Okay.
And I had this, not like a warehouse, but I had it was like a storefront. So if you think about like a small town where they have like the actual town part is like old buildings. I had bought a building in that town, and the storefront was my like warehouse, like where I stored all my inventory. And I basically made that like a UFC watch party area connected to my storage. Yeah. So I was like obsessed. It was like such a sick setup too. I had like a bunch of posters on the wall, looked sick. And I would watch, and I like try to get people to come over and watch with me. It's tough. It's tough for like.
It is, dude.
I UFC.
I have one friend. He was in the chat. All my friends are fucking collegiate soccer players, and they would watch like the big ones when we lived together. Yeah. As long as I would buy a keg, we'll watch them. You got to get the beer. But yeah, dude, it's tough. Not everyone. That's why this community 3PC, starting the podcast, meeting everyone that is like-minded is so fucking cool to me. Yeah, because you find people who are passionate about what you're passionate about.
Yeah, like so I wanted to like watch with people, but they wouldn't always want to like come and watch a whole fucking card, right? But I want to be there from the first prelim to the main event.
Exactly, yeah.
And so eventually, after like a few months, I don't want to say months, but like a year and a half of like watching every card, betting on it, I was like, dude, I kind of want to get out of my shoe business because I didn't really like think I was going to do it for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, well, what can I do? And this is kind of when sports betting, like social media started to like take off a little bit. So I was like watching these guys. I'm like, I think I could probably do that. So I just started making videos, and then just trying to figure out like what I could do online. Mm-hmm. So I started to do more of like all the sports, like betting on all the sports.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I was like, I'm not really like that interested in this. Like, who cares about the fucking Reds versus the Cubs today? I'm more worried about like what's going on this Saturday. So then I started to go more UFC. And then that was 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. And you've been grinding. Like you came on my radar because I think I saw you on TikTok maybe, or maybe it was an Instagram reel. I hadn't followed you yet. And I was like, okay, I like what this kid's doing. Because I support everyone. I've been DM'd so many times. Dude, I want to start a show. How do you do it? MMA Fisherman, who's in the chat, who's yelling at me about full sugar Gatorade. He says full sugar Gatorade is diabolical. He had DM'd me and he goes, and I just said, the best thing to do is just start. Kind of know what you want to do. Do you want to do gambling? You just want to talk UFC? What do you want to do? But just keep starting and putting out content. Because people think that my start was Anakin Florian. I had done, before Anakin Florian, I had done 400 podcast episodes, but just for me, right? Very little following, but I did 400 shows before Anik emailed me and suggested I should come on the show. So people think I like just got plucked out of thin air and was like, oh, where did this guy come from? People think I'm like a DraftKings plan. Oh, he's not on the show anymore because he works for DraftKings. No, not true. They think, all these things. Yeah, so I tell everyone just to grind. And you're a grinder. That's the thing, too. And then once I start following you and I see how often you were posting original content, whether it be on Instagram and YouTube, and I'm like, man, this kid is grinding. Because it took me a while. Like my first probably 250 shows were audio only. I didn't want to do video because I didn't want to do video editing. Like, I don't fucking want to edit it, right? And then I'm like, everyone. And then my also theory was like, no one wants to watch a podcast. Yeah. Who wants to watch a podcast? And now that's like podcasts are on Netflix. Like people want to watch. So then I transitioned to it. But no, my wife sent me this yesterday. Now we're talking about this. This is my oldest. She's 8 now. She's probably 1, maybe 2 here. This is when I got my first shipment of like really good like podcast gear, and she climbed in the box. So I don't know if we can see that on the thing. She climbed in the box, and I'm just like excited. Like I forget what was in there. I think it was a mic arm, a USB interface, whatever. I ordered it all at one at Sweetwater. But that my wife sent me that. I'm like, that's so funny because I've been doing this show been doing podcasting for like 8 years or whatever. So I was 4 years in when John emailed me and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So that was pretty cool. But I listen, regardless of when you started, how you started, I'm not one of those guys like, oh, he's a fucking casual. Like your commitment to content, your commitment to the game, your knowledge of the game is well respected, and it's pretty cool. And that's what I mean. Listen, I had, not to sit here and fucking keep talking about myself, but like I've been approached by people in entities, companies to do a podcast with so and so, do a podcast with blank name. You will pay you $150, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck it was. And I turned it down. I said, no. The only deals I've ever accepted in my run was 3PC and the BigJive podcast. And I'm proud to say it because I've never been in it for the money. I've never was like, I need to make money now. I need to do this. I need to do that. None of that mattered to me. It's just doing content. And if I'm doing it with some Joe Schmo that I don't know and there's no chemistry and I sign a contract and I can't back out, fuck that. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. There's a guy that said, hey, I'll set your Patreon up. Yeah, you charge people $10 a month. I'll set everything up for you. All I want is like a 5% kickback. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm not charging anybody money. Like, what are we doing here? It's just me. So, but I'm glad you're in this space, brother. I really am. There's a lot of talented people out there. You're one of them. And MMA Fisherman said almost 1K on TikTok, went 10-1 last weekend. Shot. Oh my God, look at my guy. Yeah, brother.
This is my first breakdown 3 years ago.
Yeah.
63 views in 3 years, boys.
Okay. I love that. Dude, I think I have that beat.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hey Jive Picks. I'm your host, founder, editor, and producer, Hayden Iverson. We're going to be going over the UFC London card today. I apologize, but it is Thursday, July 21st. The fights are Saturday, July 23rd. Normally, I will be getting... See how fucking bad that was?
It's funny, dude. If I listen to my first show, I don't even know what I would do, bro. It's so bad. I think I have you beat on the views though. Let me see.
Look at these thumbnails, bro. These are
my thumb, dude. Until you started doing the thumbnails, like my thumbnails have been bad from day one. All right, let's stroll all the way to the bottom. There's a lot of content in this motherfucker. Oh, I gotta change my heading. My heading still is inconforming. Okay, so my first video podcast I did with my buddy, it was on Leap Day 5 years ago. And I did it with my buddy, and he knows nothing about MMA. We did gross jelly bean roulette. And I got 52 views. And the very next one was UFC Fight Night Brasilia.
All righty, we're back. This is part 2. We're going to be on video. Hello, video. Awesome. Wave to the camera. Don't have a lot of time in the camera, so we're going to get this fast. So we're going to play newlywed game. I have some newlywed.
Yeah, bro.
I've never.
Bro, we had the grossest jelly beans ever, and I was filming on my iPhone, and it could only film for 30 minutes. And I was trying to get it done. Yeah. Dude, what's funny about that is that you see that desk that I'm working on there? I made that desk, bro.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's funny. Look at this guy. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I did like a 44 views. Yeah, 23 views on the one. Yeah, you got to start somewhere, man. And you got to stick with it. That's another thing. I got a guy that messaged me. He's like, dude, I put something out and I got like 16 views. It's not worth it. I'm like,
that's how everybody starts.
Everyone starts out that way. If it's, you got to keep plugging as much consistency and just keep doing it because you love it. Don't worry about the views. Worry about the content. Worry about what you're doing.
And one thing I learned, talking on camera is a skill that you get better at.
100%.
Like, it's so bad to look at like the old videos. They're so bad. They're so bad. But
my first 3 podcasts, I had a USB mic plugged into my computer and I was talking into it, but the sound was coming from my computer. The microphone wasn't like, I didn't have it selected. Yeah. So it sounds like I'm talking in a fucking bucket. It's bad. And I knew it was bad too. Then I watch YouTube videos of how to get better on the audio side. What does Ballsy say here? Oh, wait, hold on. Lunatic's got BM's the only title fight booked. Yeah, more title fights are coming. Obviously, we'll defend the White House card, but April or May. Yeah, I mean, they got some maneuvering to do for sure. Because, I mean, they still got to put on content before the White House. They can't load everything up. It'd be interesting. What do you think?
I think they do a Joshua Van title fight.
Yeah, that will make the White House. I think Gates should be on the White House. I think they might dust off old Cyril Gahn and maybe do an interim heavyweight with maybe Volkov. Because Aspinall's eyes are fucked. Maybe I don't know about that.
Might do Hamzat Imavov.
Hamzat, yeah, that's another one because Hamzat even said he's like they're not gonna have me on there.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one. That's yeah.
They'll do Joshua Van sometime in April and then Hamzat in what was that, May?
May.
Yeah, May.
Yep.
It looks good. Ballsly. Have to choose one for the rest of your life. Permanent clown nose or permanent clown shoes?
Shoes, probably. Just because if I'm on camera, like we're doing now, and I got a fucking clown nose, people are like, what the fuck who is this guy? And if I got shoes on, it's just fucking, it's shoes. And then chicks will see that, like, my feet are huge, and they're like,
yeah,
I'm a married man, so I can't say that.
I was thinking about, like, how you gonna, like, work out.
Yeah, that'd be tough. My job would be increasingly harder. I walk a lot.
Your job would
UPS. If I drop a package on my foot with the clown shoes on, that's gonna be really bad. Yeah. But again, clown nose, you're delivering to people, and they look at you like, the fuck's it, They might look at your feet when you walk away, and then like, this guy's weird. But when you first walk up to them, you got a fucking clown nose on. They're like, this guy's fucking weird.
Yeah. Being on camera, I'd probably have to choose the shoes, but
yeah,
fuck that. Lunatic, someone's banging in it, right?
Banging Costa versus Gain? Costa versus Gain? Oh, gone. Okay. Acosta.
Well, Cortez Acosta
versus Cyril Gahn. Yeah, I was worried there for a second.
Tanner Jones. Love the new show so far, boys. The format is awesome. The breakdowns are great. The content and visuals are sweet.
Tanner Jones, smart guy, sharp guy. Just missed on the parlay when we did it, buddy. We're gonna get you another one. We're gonna get you in there. We're gonna get you a winner. Winner, chicken fucking dinner, baby.
Go to for Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah, Trent is a sharp dude. He knows all those guys. I used to go to so many local shows around here. There's not much anymore. Why would you guys boys match Gable with? Has to be fact checks on that vision page. You are showing up a little late. It's okay. Excuse you. I matched him up on the White House card with Mick Parkin. Anybody in the top 15. I don't think you fuck about. I don't think you give them someone come off the contenders. I think you throw him in the fucking deep end, right? That's what I feel. I think he's a specimen. I think he's special.
I agree.
I think that's it for 3PC, right?
Yeah. Anything else you want to go over, BP?
I think we're good, bud. We went longer than I thought. Sorry about the technical difficulties in the beginning. I'm going to get that all fucking figured out. I'm a bit of a mess right now. I mean, I spilled a drink everywhere. God, I still look good in that picture, even though everyone says I look like a lesbian. Listen, the chat, you guys are fucking incredible. The support of this show. I've been getting so many DMs about this show. What was that? Did I hear something? I thought you played the sound.
There you go.
I got a little feedback in the old headphones. No, listen, you guys are amazing, chat. I got so much positive information on this show, which is so great. We're just getting started. We're just gelling. We're still more content going. Couldn't have found a better co-host to do the show with. And then the comments on the Anakin Florian are so much appreciated. I love that you guys are supporting me and stuff like that, even though I think it's really bothering John because I think Ray's going to bring it up every week and it looks like it's starting to kind of piss him off a little bit. But no, you guys are awesome. This is how legends are made. You guys are the fucking best, though. Hey, and I appreciate you doing all the graphics and everything, buddy. Production work on your side is flawless. And we're back next week. We got Houston next week.
Houston.
Sean Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez, which I started breaking down today. I'm actually really excited for that fight. I got a lot of questions that need to be answered. Should be fun.
Yeah, I mean Hernandez was my call for middleweight champ, and
yeah,
I'm looking at this fight. I'm like, man, I don't know. I think Strickland might give him a tough fight.
It's stiff. We haven't seen Sean in a while, and Fluffy's got really the same game plan he always has, and Sean has usually done well against guys like that. So. Cardio versus cardio. You got a cardio guy that can grapple you to death. You got a guy that can pity pat you to death. So interesting. But you guys are great. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, UFC Houston breakdown coming to you. Until next time, the Big Jive MMA Show. We out.